agrees to settle for less than what we have to quote you for, your payment doesn't change, but your program term does change. And on average right now, our clients are graduating about 6 months earlier. So even though I'm quoting you for 36 months, you'll most likely be out of the program within 30 months, with the option always paid off earlier if you choose to. Okay? Okay. It's pretty much standard for every settlement company. The negotiators charge 18% of the debt amount, okay, which is about $22,880. If you divide that by 36, you're basically paying them $80 a month to represent you. Okay? Just so you know, this program does have a short-term negative impact on your credit score, but a long-term positive. Is that going to be an issue for you? Sure. Short-term negative, obviously when a credit card company agrees to settle for less than what you currently owe, they have to see that you're in some type of financial hardship. Okay? So what happens is your payment of $306.77 goes into a trust account between you and the negotiators that's strictly just in your name. Legally, nobody has access to that money except you. Okay? The negotiators can see into the account to know how much money is in there, to know when to pay off the first creditor that has the lowest balance. So for example, let's say you owe Bank of America $3,000. We're going to get Bank of America to settle for roughly around 35%, which is around $1,000. Each month your payment of $306 goes into the trust account. Once you have $1,000 is when we start paying off the Bank of America. So the short-term negative is going to show you as being late on your credit report. Long-term positive, once one of your accounts goes to settlement, your credit score is going to start improving from that very first account. So by the time you're out of the program, as long as you're current on anything that's considered secured, which is like a mortgage or a car, that's going to keep your credit score afloat because that has a higher impact on your credit score versus unsecured credit card debt. That's okay. As long as you're current on anything that's considered secured, which is like a car or a mortgage, that's going to have a higher impact on your credit score versus unsecured credit card debt. Okay? So if you're in the position where you're not looking to purchase a house over the next couple of years, you have to ask yourself, does it make sense for you knowing that in the short term your credit score may take a ding, but within 2.5 to 3 years you'll be completely debt free? Within 6 months your credit score will have healed itself and you're not spending almost $4,400 a year just to maintain your $16,000 of unsecured debt. Have you noticed the credit card companies have increased your interest rates and slashed your limits? Okay, so across the board, period, all of our credit scores are being affected as it is because they are spiking up our interest rates and slashing our limits. So now it shows that we're maxed out. So your credit score is being affected as it is, period. Are you the only person responsible for this debt? Okay.